Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in for this week's track guide in association with Kireth eSports, and welcome to all the viewers from Kireth's channel. This guide is for Daily Race C at Suzuka in the Group 2 cars, and we're in the Nissan GTR. The race is 10 laps with medium and hard tyres available, so it'll be interesting to see the strategy play out through the week. I've seen a few people being successful with the 5-5 split, but I think if you can get 6 laps out of the mediums, that will probably be optimal. We have the brake balance set at even, so on 0, and this is definitely a track where you want to get used to using half brake most of the time. There's only 2 sections I think where you actually use full brake, so watch out for that. Now let's get into the lap guide and break it down. So as we said, we only use about 50% brake for most of these corners, and turn 1 is definitely one of those cases, so looking for the 50 metre board not to brake on but to turn in on. Brake once you get close to the start of this curb on the right hand side, let the car drift out to the left, gradually working your way down to second gear, and then when you're about halfway around the final part of the corner, you can feed the power in, short shift to third, and use that curb on the exit to maximise your exit speed. Just a lift and coast for the first part of Snake here, but then a dab of brake and down to third gear for the second corner. Get on the power as early as you can before lifting and coasting for this next left-hander, and then we are going to again use a tiny dab of brake, and for a moment I just use second gear here to rotate the car, but instantly back up to third. Keep your foot flat on the acceleration while you turn left for the exit, but then you do just need to lift for a moment as you shift to fourth to make sure that the car doesn't understeer off. Now coming up to Degner 1 and 2, downshift on the 50 board and turn in. You can use a dab of brake there if you want to, and then brake about halfway along the straight section, second gear for the final exit of Degner 2, and then short shift to third for a bit of stability on the way out. And we're next looking out for the yellow Dunlop sign on our left, so as we approach that exiting our screen, heavy on the brakes. This is one of the few places you are going to use full brake down to first gear, and you can be quite aggressive with the acceleration on the exit here and just short shift to second to control the oversteer. Now coming round for Spoon, which is probably for me one of the most tricky parts of the track. We're going to look out for the grey path on the right hand side, and braking again about half brake on there, down to third gear, but then you do just use a burst of power to come out to the outside. And we're looking out for the tall tree on the right hand side here, down to second, but then once you see the tree you can short shift to third and feed the power in. So that's my best marker that I could suggest for how to get on the power on the exit of Spoon. Now coming down the back straight up to 130R, and this is flat out really easy in these cars, turning in at the 50 board again, just not using too much steering, gently in. And we're going to slow it down a lot here for halfway in between the 150 and the 100 board. You'll see there that there's some sort of grass that's growing in the gravel that then disappears at a certain point and it goes to being just gravel, so I'd recommend braking on that. Down to first gear for the first part of the chicane here, burst of power before second, and you can cut as much of the second half of that chicane as you like, so as long as you don't cut the first half you can do as you please. The marshals have taken their eyes off the second part apparently, and that was good enough for a 147.534. So I hope that helps. Do like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video or it's helped you out at all, and good luck in your races.